o'clock, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, it's 5 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, it's 5 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, it's 5 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Hi, welcome to another edition of 5 o'clock somewhere. The clock's not here, but let me assure you it is 5 o'clock somewhere. And so anyway, this new edition, we are talking about how we have just come off our March tour. Well, I am preparing a non-alcoholic mojito, which I think, keeping with our James Bond theme, I'm going to call a white finger.
Oh, I thought it was going to be from Vegans with Love.
No, there's no love there. Yeah, so I've got a bit of mint, a couple of limes here, and I've got a little bit of special juice below the counter that I'm going to add to it.
Oh, hello. Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, although the rehearsal room is absolutely freezing, we do not have any ice. So it's going to have to come as it is. Okay. Yes. So right.
So tell us what's in a mojito then, or a non-alcoholic mojito.
It usually has white rum.
There's no H in mojito. I always thought it was a mojito or a mojito. Well, you'd think that. There's no H, is there?
No.
You'd think a mojito would be a J or a G in it.
It has got a J in it, hasn't it?
It has got a J in it.
Mojito, sorry, it's mojito. Yeah, but it's no H. That's what confuses me. Mojito. You think it'd be spelled Merheto?
It's true.
Mojito with an E on the end.
M-E-R.
Mojito. Merhetoe. Mojito.
This is gold. Is anyone getting this?
Yes, mojito. It sounds like a Middle Earth kind of villain, but
Yeah, it kind of is.
none of this
In a
J's.
way.
It's not murder, is it? It's Mo. It's mojito.
Okay, M-O-H-E.
Mojito.
Yeah, M-O-H-E-T-O-E. Am I speaking Russian here? Or am I talking double Dutch here? Mojito. My name is Michael K.
It's like, I think it's because it's like from the Spanish. And obviously, you know, when people say Jesus in Spanish, they say Jesus. So the J becomes a H.
Gotcha.
So, here we are. We're going to do some new introductions in a second while I just make our usual drink. And so, you might have seen us on tour with some new guitarists. And without further ado, introduce yourselves right on.
I'm James. I'm new guitarist, stage left.
Hi, I'm Deron. I'm new guitarist, stage right.
All right.
I've not read a book or looked online at like how to make non-alcoholic mojitos. So
This was a London bar. How much you rate that go for? $5?
what, the bar or
No, the bar. That's priceless.
the drinks would be at least what?
9-10 quid for a
Yeah,
mocktail.
9 or 10 quid. This round would probably cost you 50 quid, or you might get one thrown in.
Christ.
Well, we might just keep looking at
How much is this costing us?
It's not costing us a thing. We'd like to thank our sponsors from the tour, all those lovely promoters that provided our rider,
To the ones that
without whom we would not be here today. So, yes, cheers to you all.
Right.
Right, a little slice of lime. Okay. I'm just going to squeeze a bit of that in there and then drop that in.
So, because I'm quite ignorant when it comes to drinks, generally, when you put all that gumph in it, all the edibles, is it just for decorative purposes, or do you have to suck on them, bite them, eat them, or do you just sort of drink around them and try not to get them stuck in your teeth?
You can do what you like with it, really. It's mainly for the flavour, I think, with the mint and the lime.
Right.
Is like to flavour.
Well,
it's to flavour in with the rum.
Wouldn't it have been easier just to drop a polo in there?
We could have done that, but then, you know,
It's not fresh.
it's not fresh, is
It
it?
doesn't look as pretty.
Does it not? Right, okay, got
Oh,
it.
those aren't fresh, and they have a hole in the bottom. Sorry, a hole. They have a hole.
Ole in the bottom.
They do.
Or if you wanted really minty, you could put extra strong mint in there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking, you know, What's that one where you eat the worm?
It's
Or you,
fizz up on it as well.
there's one where you can eat things. Where you eat
That's
the worm.
mezcal
Right.
tequila, isn't it?
Okay, well, if you drop, say, an extra strong mint in there, you could have a nice little
We
suck.
can go outside and dig some worms.
I'm just thinking, you could turn it into a bit of a meal as well.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking outside the cup.
It could almost be the non-alcoholic equivalent of a pot noodle. Do you want one of these?
Yeah.
There you go. Do you want to take one
Cheers.
for Wyatt as well?
Thank you. I'm
So
not
you
moving.
can throw it over his shoulder or whatever he's going to do with it. James,
Cheers, mate.
had a moment.
Thank you, darling.
Right, well, cheers everybody.
Cheers, everyone.
Let's hope no one's sick, like someone we know.
It's minty lemonade, isn't it?
It's minty lemonade.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
What about the specialness?
But if you'd told me this was Sprite, I'd believe you.
It mainly is.
Oh, okay. There's a bit of mint in there.
Yeah. In line for another tour with the Hot Dam. We should be good. Looking forward to that. Some full houses around the country. Not just the West Coast.
Yeah, well, it's not why it's wild West Coast tourist time. And again, we're going to places where people often don't go, as well as the big cities.
As well as Plymouth. Norwich doesn't always get, Portsmouth doesn't get much action. So, you know, you can't please everyone. There's always people who say, well, you're not coming here. But as we proved...
Come to Chile!
Come to Santiago! As we proved in February and March, we get out to the non-obvious places, like, you know, Carlisle, Tivoli, Crumley.
So how long is it now since we've been rehearsing and whatever with you guys?
3 weeks before the tour. Yeah.
About 3 weeks before the
Yeah,
tour. So
4
what,
for
about,
me.
about
Four for
5
me,
weeks.
3 for you on it.
So almost about 5 or 6 weeks we've actually known you.
Yeah.
Probably. Right. Yeah.
It feels like we've been in the band much longer than we
It
have.
does. Because I think probably that has a lot to do with the tour
Yeah.
and getting to know each other, obviously. Because before that it's like once or twice a week for a couple of hours. We didn't even think we'd get anybody.
We went back to some of the people that we looked at last summer, and we were getting recommendations of people, and then people came up, and they were decent people.
Every time we thought, oh, this has got to be the one. It was like, I remember Pete, you said at one point, I'd rather not do the tour than just get anyone in. It was like, well,
That was it. Well, I mean, we've got a kind of. For me, there's a tide mark, and if we're not up to it, there's no point in doing anything. And so, yeah, I guess so. Up until D-Ron coming down, on the recommendation of Steve from Scam, that at that point it was looking a bit dire, wasn't it? Really, because we were thinking, well, even if we get one guitarist, is it going to be all right?
And it was like, well, we know you can play, let's hope. And then it was like, well, can they play together? And so, we were really fortunate. I don't know if luck's the right word, because we didn't sort of stumble upon you you were recommended. So we were definitely fortunate, very fortunate. I don't know about lucky, because the recommendations panned out. The timing, I've had that thought. Imagine if we'd have got them a month earlier. I don't think it would have made any difference. We probably wouldn't. I thought, could this have happened any other way? I don't think it could have done.
See, quick decisions.
yeah.
We learned the songs, all the parts of the songs, and then we had to relearn like the rhythm parts for them, because obviously we still lead parts still.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, because for both of our
we
editions,
still
we
have
had
to
to
relearn the songs again.
Well, that was good though, because you two like a challenge. I'm told, right?
But there's a bit for youthful
to a
exuberance.
degree.
Hang in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just come back off tour. How's everyone feeling about it all?
Fucking good.
I'm good.
Really good.
Hands a bit dry and a bit manky, but
Well, all the dates were really good. From my point of view, none of them were a dog, to be fair.
no.
What was your favourite? You first.
Derby.
What was your favourite?
Derby.
Favourite?
Derby.
Yeah, Derby or Edinburgh, out of them two.
Derby.
Shame Derby wasn't the last night of the tour, because everything that came after it, well, there was only one day, it was always going to be a bit anticlimactic.
Edinburgh was really good. It was a good first night as well, I think, in Carlisle.
Yeah.
I mean, it was great to play all those places that we've never played before as a band anyway, previously, but like they've always been on the gig circuit.
Yeah.
You know, a little bucket list kind of. Well, maybe not a bucket, maybe just more
A list.
a list. Yeah.
I didn't get nervous for Carlisle. I thought I might, with new sound guy. We'd only met like 2 hours before. Well, but we pulled up to the venue. He was pulling up at the same time.
Yeah.
So new sound guy, new guitarist. Were you nervous before Carlisle?
Yeah, I was.
How nervous?
D-Ron, no way.
How nervous?
How nervous on a scale of 1 to 10?
Probably 7, I reckon. Like,
7.
until the time, it was fine. Yeah.
Do you know when I get nervous? It's during a gig. If I can't hear something, when you get a really shit mix, it just happens. It doesn't mean there's ineptitude anyway. It can just happen. If I can't hear something and someone else does anything slightly different, or it's a wrong note, I get a bit of panic. I'm thinking, shit. Where do I go now? Because obviously I've got to. You're following me essentially, and I'm thinking, do I go with the guitar? Do I keep the faith and just do the song that I know? Will the others follow me? That's the only time I get nervous. It's usually during a song if there's something gone slightly awry. There was no howlers on this tour.
Just follow me.
Follow you. I was talking about your mistakes. That's the only time I get nervous. It's not before a gig or even before a song. It's usually during a song. It's just that slight moment of panic. It's like,
Yeah, it's great. It's great that you stick to it, because I've made a couple of mistakes where I've been my mind's been wandering for. I don't know how it does it because I'm trying to concentrate. But my mind will wander on something else, and then I'll be like, "Shit, where am I? Where am I in the song?" And I'll think I'm in the wrong place.
That's what I mean. I'm all right with the songs, and whereas you can probably make a screw up, where you can drop a note, and if me and Erwin go, or if Erwin drops a bum note, if I'm still going, but I think if I go wrong, Erwin, he never goes wrong. Jesus Christ. I'm thinking
Never.
You can usually if you drop a bollock somewhere, you can usually just we'll follow the rhythm section. So that's probably the one time I've got nowhere to hide, as Martha Vandella's.
Well, that's the thing. So that's the thing about being drumming is like when you're the drummer is that you're like, shit, you're carrying it all.
Yeah.
And if you fuck up, it'll all fuck up.
Yeah.
Just to put that added pressure on for next time.
No. Yeah. So yeah.
What about you, James?
What, was I nervous?
How are you feeling?
Weirdly, I thought I was going to be shitting bricks, but I wasn't. I also wasn't that pumped either. But then, as soon as you get on stage and play that first note, the adrenaline kicks in.
True.
And you just kind of takes it. I think I just try and because I thought I was going to be really nervous, I just kind of block it out in my mind and just kind of trick myself into doing it. Like if you're going skydiving or bungee jumping or something like that, you kind of just block out your mind and you're like, oh, here we are, we've done it now, we're here. And then it's just all adrenaline.
Yeah, there's no going back.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's funny. I think you can tell within 10 seconds, should we say, or whatever the opening song is on this tour, Flying the Suit. Once it kicks in, you can pretty much get an idea of you thinking how it's going to be. Because you might think, oh God, I can't hear yourself, or you think, oh, this is a good mix, and it pretty much sets you up. That I always think that first 10 seconds. I know you can change things as you go along, but from an inner confidence point of view,
Just sets the tone.
yeah, it sets the tone. Once it kicks, because to that point, it doesn't matter what the sound check is, it doesn't matter what the intro is. Once all the instruments kick in, and then the singing as well, I think you pretty much know instantly whether you're going to have to go, Jesus Christ, I've got to turn these guitars down, and if it sounds and feels alright, it will set the tone for the gig.
5 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. 5 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. 5 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. 5 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.